was hired here in 1994 and been here since, and took over superintendent's position in 2006. And since then we have completed our water plant, and when we started, they started pumping water here in the village of Covington in 1905, and at that time they had suction wells, and they pulled it across, and since then they've drilled new wells, and now that it's pushed across. And at that point they just used to add chlorine and some phosphorus material to sequester the iron and manganese. And about 2003, our lower, or I should say our higher wells, which were only about maybe 40, 50 feet, every once in a while would have some bacteria issues when the water level come up with the river. You were asking me a question if there's anybody, or anything anybody can do, an average person can do to help the water quality. And that's something everybody I think is aware of. When you imagine you don't dump your oil, you want to recycle more, any of your antifreeze, anything like that that gets to your river. Big one now is phosphorus in our soaps, in our cleaning materials. The state's starting to ban them, but we need to do that. And even as a town, we sent out a notice to everyone that we're trying to lower our phosphorus removal, which will help our water, which will help our wastewater plant. So there's all kinds of things you can do. And pesticides, spraying your yards, just try to go more green. That's what everybody's trying to go to. And anything like that is eventually going to get to your water system. So yeah, there's a lot that you can do there. We built a new water plant in 2005. And our new water plant, we removed the iron and manganese, and we have softening capabilities there. So, and that also gives us storage of another 225,000 gallons of water that's in the clear well just below the water plant. So that gives us capability of anytime we lose power, emergencies, fires, that just gives us that much more water. And also we can pump the water a lot faster than what we could before. So at this time we don't have any levels that we have to worry about, lead, copper, any kind of chemicals in that aspect. So we're pretty fortunate for that. We're in a good gravel vein, good aquifer, and we seem to have plenty of water. And every day we test our water for iron, manganese, chlorine, hardness, and every week we send a bacteria. We pull bacteria in the system. Every week we send that to has to be a certified lab, and those go out. And then we have our yearly samples, and that's kind of what your consumer confidence report. That's what tells you what all we had to monitor for the year. And it goes through a variety of tests. Your heavy metals, it would be any of your coppers, leads. There's just a whole list, but your chemicals is what you're testing.